All right, so this week's strength challenge, we're going to be doing a hip hinge and a knee joint movement. So with a hip hinge, that typically consists of an RDL or a kettlebell swing. A knee joint typically consists of a squat or a lunge. We're just going to go over the hip hinge of a RDL and then the knee movement pattern of a squat. The challenge for you this week is to send me a video of your technique and I will critique it for you. So with that being said, I'm going to go over the squat movement pattern first. With the squat movement pattern, you can do this with a front-loaded weight, like a goblet squat, a posterior loaded, like a barbell back squat, it does not matter to me, or an air squat, your preference. I'm cool with any of them. But the thing is I want you to have correct form first. So I want you to have your feet about hip width or shoulder width apart. Toes need to be slightly pointed out, depends on who you are. I'm probably going to change this for some of you when you send your video for the challenge. And when you squat, I want you to push your hips back and then let your knees track out. So if you're here, going down with it, drive back up through your heels. So when you do that, you're sitting back, your femurs, the upper bones of your legs, they track, the femurs and your knees track evenly with your feet and your toes. So if you're typically like this, and you're going out, see how much tighter that is on my knees and my quads. But when I point out, my joints are able to track much better on this. So if I'm here, hips are rolled under me, hips go back, knees out, boom, drive back up with it. Here we go. Toes out, breathe in, brace your core, hips back, knees out, back up. We're just focusing on hips down right now. We don't really need to worry about where your torso is at this moment. You're not really trying to do a heavy load by any means, so we're focusing on hips down. So with that being said, I do want to focus on the breathing as well. Breathing. So when you go down on a squat, you need to breathe in, brace those deep abdominal muscles, okay? So don't just breathe in little. I want you to breathe in, fill your belly full of air. So you're here. Create tension, create a bubble of air, brace, hips go back, knees out, boom, back up. Because when you're in that bottom position, whether you have a weight or no weight, you're gonna wanna collapse forward. It's natural, it's gravity. So let's wrap it all together here. You got your feet position first. Toes pointed slightly out. Again, I'll probably change it up, depends on the person. I'm set, hips are rolled underneath my spine. Right here. Now I'm breathing in. Brace, hips back, knees track out, back up. Boom. Front view, last one. Okay. Just like that. So, challenge one, send me a video of your squat technique, okay? Second aspect of this challenge. So, kettlebell RDLs. This is going to help us see how you're able to bend down. And when I say bend down, I mean properly. Being able to effectively push your hips back, keep a slight bend in your knees, keep a neutral spine position. It's something that a lot of people struggle with, and that's totally fine because you have a lot of things that you're focusing on. First things first. Feet are flat, toes are forward. I want you to have a slight bend in your knee. Hips rolled underneath your spine. Breathe in, again, breathing so key, embracing your core. Breathe in, slight bend in the knees, your hips go back first. So picture your glutes going backwards. Down, down, down. See how I have a slight bend in my knees? My spine is neutral, which means straight. I'm not locking. Going down towards the tongue of my shoe. To here, I feel tension in my hamstrings. Back up. Let's do it again a couple more times. Inhale. Brace. Hips back. Back up. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Hips back. Load your hamstrings and glutes, okay? Tongue of the shoe. Back up with it. Back up with it, okay? So, overall, wrapping it up, I want you to send me your movement patterns for a squat and an RDL. Squat again is this. An RDL is this. I want to see how you're able to move in these movement patterns because they're so effective and crucial for your exercise. If you don't have the proper mechanics on these exercises, it makes it harder for your exercises to be as productive as they need to be. And in a similar sentence, for sitting at a desk, you have a desk job, having the proper movement patterns for these two exercises is extremely key because it'll help keep your glutes, hamstrings, quads, adductors, the whole 9 yards, more active and more healthy. So in that way, if you have any ailments like lower back pain, tight hip flexors, things of that nature, you'll be able to feel better as you continue to exercise and go towards your fitness goals.